kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shot.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Brennan. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll send the back in motion. Going right to work up top. Quick completion on the out route.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quick release by the QB. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the ground. He's got it again. Jukes his way for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. To throw, it's Brennan. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Let's see what he can do with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Looking to pass. It's Mallet. Got it set up on the outside. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's why as a defense it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He might want another play. Trying to get the corner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Back to pass. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Brennan. Complete on the comeback. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Brennan. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's on target and complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Finds a man on the right. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Grab behind the line. It's Peterson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Got him downfield. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Back to throw, it's Mallett. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. The ricochet off the left upright and through. That gets them back to within 10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. Busts through and runs through another guy. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. He has enough to move the chains. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Quick completion to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. And it's in for a touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. It's complete to the left.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mallett. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it! Ball spins away. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reads it, fires complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the shotgun. Spins away from the defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.